the beginning of God. A thought filled with wonder, fear, and endless talks. But what if we ask the forbidden question? What if we look beyond what we are told? What was there in the dark before God, before the Word, before the creation? Was there nothing? Or was it something more strange and complex? Our search for answers takes us into old stories and myths told for ages. Secrets are hidden in old writings, kept by time and covered in mystery. We stand at the edge of the unknown, ready to explore the forbidden. From the mysterious words of the Dead Sea Scrolls to the strange symbols on Egyptian tombs, clues of a time before gods appear. Ancient people who watched the stars had a different idea of how everything began. Their stories talk about old beings, forces of chaos and order, dancing forever before the gods we know. Think about the Sumerian creation story, the Enuma Elish. It talks about a time before the sky and earth, a watery chaos ruled by monsters like Tiamat, the chaos dragon. This is also seen in other stories. The Norse creation myth with its icy void called Ginnungagap, and the Greek chaos that came before Gaia and Uranus. These stories, often seen as just tales, might hold real truths, pieces of lost history. When we look beyond common religions, we find secret teachings, Gnosticism, Kabbalah, and some types of Buddhism, that think about a time before God. Gnostics, for example, believed in a supreme, unknowable God beyond our understanding, similar to the Ein Sof in Kabbalah. Could these be old memories of a time before our universe? Even in modern science, the idea of a universe before the Big Bang is popular. Theories like eternal inflation or the cyclic model suggest other universes, maybe with different rules, existed before ours. Could this earlier universe be the starting point from which our idea of God came? Across cultures and lands, certain symbols appear again and again. The serpent, the dragon, the trickster god. These figures, often linked with chaos and old forces, came before the known gods. Could they be leftovers, echoes of those beings who ruled before our gods? The Egyptian god Apep, the symbol of chaos, always threatened Ra, the sun god. In Norse stories, the serpent Jormungandr wraps around the world, its huge size a danger to even the gods. These repeating images suggest a shared fear, maybe a memory of a time when such beings were in charge. Section 5. When science meets the sublime. Science and mythology might seem different, but they could be two sides of the same coin. Both try to explain the universe and understand the unknown. Modern physics, with its study of quantum mechanics and the multiverse, starts to sound like old stories of other worlds and beings. The idea of quantum foam, a chaotic sea of energy where universes form, is like the old myths of primordial chaos. Could the forces we are just starting to understand through science be the same ones people worshipped as gods long ago? Section 6. The precursors, builders of reality. Let's dive into some interesting ideas. What if our universe and our idea of God are not the final truth but just parts of a bigger plan? Could there be builders, forces we can't understand, who made the universe in their own way? Science fiction gives us lots of ideas to think about. The idea that advanced beings spread life or even create universes fits with the theory of panspermia. The idea that life on Earth came from somewhere else. Maybe our gods, our creators, are just beings much more advanced than us. Section 7. A tapestry of unfathomable time. The human mind, limited by time, finds it hard to understand infinity. If we think about a time before God, we face big questions. What was that time like? Was it a timeless void, a chaotic mess, or something we can't understand? Maybe time, as we know it, didn't exist before our universe. Maybe it was a place of pure potential, full of endless possibilities. Asking what came before might be a mistake, a limit of our human view. Section 8. The forbidden truth, an unknowable enigma. As we go deeper into the mystery, one clear truth comes out. The question of what was there before God, before everything, might never be answered. Our small human minds, limited by space, time, and our current life, might not be able to understand such big truths. Yet the search itself is very valuable. By asking the hard questions, by daring to explore the unknown, we learn more about ourselves and our place in the universe. We feel a sense of wonder and humility, knowing the huge unknown that surrounds us. Section 9, Our Place in the Cosmic Order. The search for what came before God brings us back to ourselves, to who we really are. If our universe and our gods are not the final truth, what does that mean for our place in the big picture? Are we just tiny dots in a huge, uncaring universe, or do we have a part in a bigger plan? Maybe the answer, hard to find as it is inside each of us. By looking into the mysteries of where we come from, by facing the unknown with bravery and an open mind, we find hidden strengths within ourselves. We become, in a way, explorers of the endless, looking not just for answers, but for a deeper understanding of our place in the big picture.